What up? Orange and blue.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So SMU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait
UTSA
to
good
out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. The short hands, it's Brown. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays. They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Mustangs are on the move.
He might be the biggest troll in R2C.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns. And it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UTSA's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's caught. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gets it out fast.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Newton. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He smashes his way through again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. On a little time, lets it go. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And the Mustangs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires complete on the crosser. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Fudge.
Hold it. Open.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
It's awesome. This one.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. And
42.
that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
A little skewed.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Finds a tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Oh, pursue.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Feeling that might be happening.
Yeah, you gotta be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football. And
We're
the
offsides.
pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have. have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications.
Area
Virginia
codes.
is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but it's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Got a man, it's Jordan. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a gap. It's Green. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to pick up a first down.
What up, Kova?
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got it still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
All right, let's see if we can get a score before half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the tight end.
What?
It's a fumble.
Okay.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump
Bro,
on that ball.
they're going to
after it
stop
got
this and
popped
say what stepped out of
So
bounds.
first play of the drive
Thought
coming
he
here
was
from
gonna
their
stay out
own
of bounds.
49.
I thought they were going to call out of bounds.
On the move, it's Green.
I thought for sure
Run
they
game
were
is
going
good.
to review it for
Balance
out
is
of
good.
bounds.
Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by
That was
chunk.
crazy.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body,
Unlock
make the catch
offense.
simple, and let them go to work like they did just there,
Sick.
getting that first.
He's got the back in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board
That
before
was
the
dirty.
break.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The give to the tailback. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the run.
Get in
Got
there.
enough space. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now
That was a
we
bad
can
shot.
do what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we
We'll
join
close the
Kevin
half.
with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively 1st half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first
How
two
he hit that.
quarters, we're
Juke
going to
on
see
51.
every route in the route tree again
51
in
has
this
0
second
agility.
half. And with that, let's say
Oh, I thought I got the ball. I need to see my running backs. Figures.
back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I thought I got the ball.
UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Mustangs. defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They
Hit that
take
motor
it
bike.
to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
28, UTSA, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Handoff to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Look at Nettles.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Balling.
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. That's caught. It's Newton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
He's healthy.
They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after
Running
picking
back
up 4.
got GT.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Zips it out to his man.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Works the middle of the field. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is
Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They punted away on 4th down. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They're working that left side. Knocked off his feet.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds space on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
With the score, SMU 35, UTSA 16.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hard running there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pulls it and fires to the left. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Hands it off. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Newton. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
UTSA.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on second and 15. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Fuentes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The give to the lone running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I think they'll mark it right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Looking for room. It's Jackson. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say,
he's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And how good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Back to throw, it's Fuentes. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
there's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Can't get him to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
People caught a ball. It's crazy. I should have never watched Kentucky, North Carolina. Should have never watched it. Should never watched. The showdown next week, boys. Well, a user game. I think our first matchup. No, we played in Premier. Skeet Carolina. Versus the old Mustangs. Good, he's been focusing on us. He's been ready for us. You lose too. Oh yeah, I got beat by Texas. What the heck happened here? 56 throws. Shit. Turnovers. He gets a bye before me too. Got 3 straight user games. Putting up 40s. This contract. What is this, year 3 or year 4? We started in 25, right? I missed the playoffs the first year. What? I didn't play off last year, right? Is that semifinal? Yeah, 3 years, 3 playoffs. So 27 loss, 26 loss, 25 loss. Bass is. You got an alma mater of Kansas take over? Why is your alma mater USC, Cass? Fern is USC. Double D is Texas. He's Texas. Earls is an Ohio State fan. Okay. 12:06. Damn.